Dear students, we are discussing some P block elements. In the last class we discussed oxidation states and trends in chemical reactivity of group 14 elements. In this class let us discuss chemical properties of group 14 elements. Chemical properties. Chemical properties of group 14 elements. Group 14 elements. First one is reactivity towards A. Reactivity towards A. Reactivity towards A. See here, carbon, silicon, germanium, tin and lead. These are the group 14 elements. They combine with oxygen. So all group 14 elements reacts with oxygen to form two types of oxides, monoxides and dioxides. See, carbon combines with dioxygen to form carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. Silicon combines with oxygen to form silicon monoxide and silicon dioxide. Germanium combines with oxygen to form germanium monoxide, germanium dioxide. Similarly, SNO, tin monoxide, tin dioxide, and PbO and PbO2. So like this, both monoxides and dioxides are formed when group 14 elements reacts with oxygen. Carbon here, carbon monoxide is neutral. Carbon monoxide is a neutral oxide. Neutral. Carbon dioxide, SiO, SiO2, GO2. These are acidic oxides. Acidic oxides, and these are, so this tin oxide, tin dioxide, PbO, PbO2 are amphoteric oxides. So that is, both monoxides and dioxides are formed. When group 14 elements are react with oxygen. Next, second one, reactivity towards water. Reactivity towards water. Group 14 elements do not react with water. So it means group 14 elements are not affected by water. They do not react with water, but only tin decomposes the steam. So that is all group 14 react with water. They do not react with water, but tin decomposes. Tin decomposes the steam. So that is Sn plus 2H2O gives rise to SnO2 plus 2H2. So hydrogen gas is liberated when tin decomposes the steam. So this is the steam. Only with the steam, tin reacts with, only with the steam, tin reacts to form tin dioxide with the release of dihydrogen gas. Other elements of group 14 do not react with water. Even lead also not affected by water. Lead is also not affected by water. Next, third one, reactivity towards halogens. Reactivity towards halogens. Group 14 elements, all group 14 elements reacts with halogens to form dihalides and tetrahalides. Let us take E plus X2 to form EX2 dihalides. Here E is nothing but group 14 element. Carbon, silicon, germanium, tin and lead. E. And X means fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. So here group 14 elements combines with halogens to form dihalides and tetrahalides also. So it is E plus 2X2 gives rise to EX4 tetrahalides. So that is group 14 elements reacts with halogens to form dihalides and tetrahalides. The compounds tetrahalides of group 14 elements. Are covalent in nature. The dihalides of group 14 elements are ionic in nature. Tetrahalides of group 14 elements. Tetrahalides of group 14 elements are covalent compounds. Example, carbon tetrachloride CCl4 is tetrachlorocarbon. It is covalent compound. Next, dihalides of group 14 elements. Dihalides of group 14 elements are ionic in nature. is the tetrahalides of group 14 elements are covalent in nature, but dihalides of group 14 elements are ionic in nature. SnF4, PbF4 are ionic in nature. SnF4, PbF4 are ionic in nature, and PbI4 does not exist. PbI4 does not exist, but PbF4 and SnF4 they exist, but ionic in nature. But here tetrahalides of group 14 are covalent in nature, but SnF4, PbF4 are tetrahalides only, but they are ionic in nature. GeX4. So the germanium tetrahalide is stable. Germanium tetrahalide is covalent and stable. Than germanium dihalide. The generally stability of +2 oxidation state increases down the group. So like this, group 14 elements forms both dihalides and tetrahalides when they react with halogens. Once again, the group 14 elements in +4 oxidation state in the form of tetrachloro, that means tetrahalides, means tetrachlorides, like silicon tetrachloride. Hydrolysis takes place with water. So that means tetrachlorides of group 14 elements on hydrolysis takes place to form, see, by the removal of an HCl molecule to form ClClOH. Tetrachlorosilane or silicon tetrachloride on hydrolysis, it forms a tetrahedral structure in which silicon atom is sp3 hybridized state and tetrahedral structure which are further hydrolysis by the addition of 3 molecules of water and by the removal of 3 HCl molecules. So it forms SiOH. So here a tetrahedral geometry is formed. This is called as silicic acid. So it means silicon tetrachloride on hydrolysis takes place with water to form finally silicic acid. This silicic acid is a tetrahedral geometry and silicon atom is sp3 hybridized. So like this tetrachlorides of group 14 elements are readily hydrolyzed with water.